Hey, what's up, Mac? Scott, how's it going, guys? Yeah, thanks, man. Everything except for that 4x bonus multiplier light is looking and working great. Figured I had a couple hours to go before I got to head into work for the night, so might as well stream this thing. I'm trying to get around to it. It's been lazy. Hey, Rodney, what's up, man? Thank you. Got one light bulb not working, that's it. No, the right in lane, that switch is clipped, so there's no shatzing on that. I've got the out lane posts set as wide as you can set them, so it's not real easy to get a save over here on the left side. It's possible, but it's not the easiest, that's for sure. I'm still going to, like, if I were to set this up for, I don't know, an actual tournament or something, I found that the, sorry, brain fart there, that the bonus collect is just too strong. So I think, contrary to most Bally's, I would actually turn off the super bonus as well as the multiplier on this for a tournament setting, just because if anyone builds that up, the carryover is just so huge, and having the collect option, I don't know, it makes it very one-dimensional to play, whereas if those are turned off, it makes you want to shoot more things. Or even if I can just turn the collect value to where, like, anytime it's collected it resets, and then you're having to play a little bit more cautiously. You're not just getting it to 100,000 and then rinse and repeat. I talked about on episode 100 how I liked Frontier so much more, and Frontier is set up a little bit closer to that sort of system. You carry over your den of predators with none of the multipliers. So I'd probably do that. Turn off the multiplier carryover, and if I can, I'm not sure if it's a setting or not, make it so anytime you do a collect shot in the saucer, that value resets back down to the bottom L. So then you're trying to, you know, build it up via the skate targets instead of just collecting. Yeah, it's so beautiful. It's the art package and the colors on this game are just great. But the way the rules are right now, so, you know, this value is not just what's lit, it's the combination. So that saucer's worth 50,000 right now. And if I clear skate again, it goes up to 100,000. And at that point, you know, you got a 100,000 point shot just lit. It's really hard to justify going for anything else in the game. Other than if you have a really high bonus, taking out your flashing arrows so you can get bonus collects. And those flashing arrows are not as dangerous as you would think, at least to me. You can use that upper flipper so much to keep it up there. Top upper helps you out. So right now, if we hit that last upper right flashing, wow, that was fast. That flashing yellow, we're going to get a spotted bonus multiplier, and it's going to light our bonus collect, which should put us up to 5x for, what is that, for 58,000? So suddenly that saucer is now like a 400, 500,000 point shot. There we go. Which, don't get me wrong, light show, sound effects, that meltdown is awesome. But I lose a lot of incentive to shoot around the playfield. Alright, so there's our last spot right there for the bonus X. Spinner's lit, but even a good spin's gonna be, 30,000. Saucer's 50,000, so just why bother? Ooh, get in there. Cleared that skate again, so now our saucer value is up to 50,000. Sorry, 100,000. And it just stays lit. So as long as you don't clear skate again, that shot's at 100,000. We are only one yellow flashing arrow up here away from lighting another bonus collect. And we are now maxed out at, I believe, 70,000. There's some way to get it up to 75. Some sort of bug in the code. I've seen people post about it. I don't know how you do it, but I did it earlier today. So anyway, our bonus is at 5x times 75,000. Whatever that math is, plus the 100,000 on the saucer. So we'll try that. We got it. Our bonus collect yellow insert there is lit right at the saucer. Plus the ball value, try with that pass, and ooh, missed it. There it is. The guy on the back glass looks really, really good. And Bally was all about that safety. Obviously, because realistically, he's wearing a helmet, which is very important. I know this pin is from, oh, that was dumb. From the 80s, but like, the art still screams 70s to me, which I like. And realistically, it probably would have been getting worked on late 70s. Sorry, my player camera keeps falling down. I'm gonna raise it up. No, I'm not. It's what it is. So at this point, remember, because we have that 100,000 value lit at the saucer, we really don't want to actually clear skate again. We want to leave skate alone. Instead, I'm going to focus on those upper drops for the bonus collect, which we lit. Oh. Yeah, I shaved for like the first 2 weeks of quarantine, and then I just kind of quit. So beard's getting a little out of control. Try and mess with the player cam for a sec. Alright, I think that's a little better. Should help out. So we finished with what, 2.7? High score is 4.6. So still got a ways to go. Yeah, I would be perfectly okay. I would sacrifice my beard right now, Rodney. If I could keep some more hair on top, to be honest with you. So that would be pretty cool. Rodney, on the liberal conservative, which aspect are you talking about? I would assume most of it is liberal because my multiplier carries over and my bonus, the super bonus for Bally, it holds at the 20, 40, and 60,000, which is, you know, pretty typical for Bally's. But I know, like, my Frontier, Fathom, Viking, those multipliers do not carry over. The difference being, it's gonna sound weird, but on all of those games, your ooh, that was nice. Your bonus is raised on those games from individual targets, drop targets. Whereas this game, the rollovers control it. So it is a little harder on this game to build up your multiplier at times. Ooh, that's new. I don't think that's going to come off of there. There we go. No, tilted, but... Yeah, the van on the back glass I would totally drive, because that would be awesome. You could fit so many pins in it. For sure. Rodney, I had to work last night, so I didn't see the Jurassic Park battle, but I saw you did it, man. How'd it go? Those things have been pretty cool. I'm just, yeah. Yeah, Baby Pack can be brutal, man. That's a rough one. For sure. Alright, so, you know, we went from whatever we had, 2 point something, to 160,000. So it can still treat you like a solid state. Nice, man. I'm glad you had a good time doing that. Oof. I worked at the bar last night, and then I gotta go back. Where do I work at? I work at 4, so I got a couple hours. But we've got reduced hours. Governor announced stuff yesterday. Restaurants can open up at like 25% capacity, I think it was, starting May 4th or 11th. I can't remember which. Our restaurants already pretty much said that the owners don't think it's safe and we're not going to. So that's cool that they are actually caring about staying safe. I appreciate that. Eight games in 5 hours. Holy shit! What was going on with it that took that long? That's yeah, that's not enough for me. I might as well just go play at a real tournament at that point. Gotcha. It was actually a tournament format. That's cool. I wasn't sure how they were actually structuring it all. If you guys were just kind of playing for challenges or scores or what was going on. Was there a clear-cut winner? Alright. That was our bonus collect. Oh man, I don't want to complete skate again because I don't have extra balls on. There we go. Ooh, I mean, Kim, like if you're doing an overlay, you literally take everything apart and I don't know. I've not heard many good things about overlays. I've only seen one game that had one in person, and it had a lot of issues. So Classic Arcades on eBay. Yeah, Escher's pretty solid. So it's definitely not the most shocking news I've heard. Plug my phone in real quick. Sweet. All right, let's do another one. Yeah, that Baby Packs looks really good, Rodney. I saw that you streamed it, which is cool. I like when people stream games that we don't see streamed all the time. And it's just nice to have like video footage of those out there for reference material, if nothing else, for how the game, should play or can play. Ooh, can't believe that stayed in. That's one I've only played a few times. I don't really know the rules to it. You just don't see it a ton. I do know that when Dane and I got our Centaur machines, that guy had I honestly think it was 5 baby pack machines, maybe more. But he wanted crazy money for them. He had a Granny and the Gators too, which I have played that somewhere at this point. I can't remember where I saw it. Maybe at the Texas Pinball Festival last year. Alright, we got our bonus collection lit. But right now our bonus is only at about 29,000 and 2x. So I'm going to go up top. That builds up both bonus going through the rollovers and potentially your bonus multiplier. Drop targets build a bonus as well. But drop targets tend to send the ball back a little faster, a little more out of control than just kind of aiming for up top and hoping for the best. We are one more letter from skate completion. There it is. So now our skate saucer value is up to 100. The bonus is up to 40 something. We just got to work on that multiplier team. Yeah, TurboGrafx. What's up, man? This is the one I did the playfield swap on. It's got new CPR playfield. It's a silver grade playfield. And then their plastic set as well. The big issue with this playfield, compared to original, the green color is off by quite a bit. But between their plastics and the playfield, they match pretty well. And the green isn't really on the back glass or the cabinet. So, your average person's going to have no idea. They're just going to see a really nice game. But without doubt, if I could have found a new old stock playfield, that's what I would have liked to use. Yeah, that guy had just a crazy amount of stuff, Rodney. He just had crazy prices on most of his stuff, too. He was using a Mr. Pinball price guide, but he was using it everything was in good working condition and nice machines versus the reality of these games have been sitting in essentially an outbuilding for decades. I'm about to make a drive up to Michigan here soon though, because I need to pick up my my Centaur playfield from Ron Kruzman, because I'm almost done with Stargazer. And when I get that done, I think I'm going to do Centaur next. Alright, there's our bonus collect. What are we at? think 4x and 50,000 right now. So we got 200,000 plus the 100,000 saucer value. So that saucer right now is a 300,000 point shot. But I'm gonna try and multiply again by clearing this last drop up here. There we go. That's 5x. There's the collect. Yeah, I'll definitely shoot you a text. I don't know if you saw, but Dane finished his Quicksilver he's been working on. So I totally want to see that, too. Damn it. I gotta put double rubbers on there. Yeah, I've got the parts to build a Quicksilver, too. But I definitely want to see Dane's. .8, not bad. Yeah, Rodney, if you go on Pinside, he did a whole thread documenting his Quicksilver scratch build. He just finished it like, literally a day or two ago, I think. He's been working on it for a while. And TurboGrafx, yeah, man. I started with my very first game was Gottlieb System 80. I still have it. It actually needs work. I hate working at Gottlieb's. And then after that, I did kind of the typical thing. I got DMB games, whatever people said was cool and good. And don't get me wrong, I love those games. But my whole home collection at this point is solid state or EM. The reality is, I can go to locations and play DMD games and modern LCD games. At home, I want stuff that I can't go somewhere else to play. Nice, man. I've got really shitty stars. At one point, I had 3 stars machines. This one is potentially going to become the Quicksilver. But I like stars so much that I also am struggling to sacrifice it. So I might just strip the cabinet and take it to a local guy who does woodwork and have him make me a brand new cabinet for Quicksilver. We'll see. I'm trying to finish up this Stargazer first. Cabinet stencils should be here Monday or Tuesday from Pinball Pimp, and then I just need to order a couple new boards from nbram.weebly.com. Andrew's stuff. I really like his boards for the Bally's and Stearns. So I need to get new light boards since I did LEDs. I always put in new rectifier boards because they're so cheap. Why not? And what's the other thing I needed? Oh, I have a soundboard, but I'm not sure if it works. I gotta recap it and test it in my Dragon Fist before I will know. So that's on the agenda too. And I still have to cut my light board. I know Dave made stencils for that. I probably should hit him up. And he got that awesome job with American Pinball, which is really cool. Oh, stay in. Oh, that was nice. But, yeah, man, best example, obviously, pretty universally loved game, Lord of the Rings. I had it home, and, I'm a decent player, so, every time I went to play a game, it was a 30-minute, 45-minute thing. Oh yeah, Dave. I've followed a lot of Dave's stuff. I didn't know initially when I started talking to him a couple weeks ago on Facebook about some stuff. We didn't realize kind of who each other were first via Pinside. And it turns out I actually have one of his Fathom aprons. It's right next to Skateball here. And I'd already bought one of his Centaur aprons too. And I will probably get one for Skateball at some point because, well, that's just the last thing on here. I should repaint the cabinet, but I mean it's really structurally solid. It's not like it's terrible. I really hate redoing cabinets. I've learned because like, yes, it looks really pretty, but it doesn't at all change the way the game plays, which is mostly what I care about. I mean, I don't want something that's like super dirty and smelly like my Centaur cabinet. It literally, like, it looks like someone poured water into the coin box at one point, and that whole area is just covered in rust. But nothing else is. Under the playfield's like super, I mean, wouldn't get it clean, but it's definitely rust free. It's so weird, like where the rust is at on that one. But it has like this was clearly wet at one point odor to it. So, like that's one where I'll take the time to redo it. Hey, I got a deal for you. I got a big game I'm gonna sell, man. So hit me up on Facebook or something. I'll send you some pictures. But yeah, I just picked it up in trade, and it's just hard to explain how over capacity I am. But I'm trying to be realistic about some stuff. So that one's on my cut list. Yeah, it's in pretty good shape. My buddy went through and like just did a minor shop job on it, new rubbers and coil sleeves and rebuilt flippers and whatnot. He had it on location for about 2 months before he traded it to me. It's in my garage right now. The back glass is the worst part on it. The playfield's actually really nice for a big game compared to others I've seen for sure. I think there's only like one chipped plastic from what I can see. I have been playing it a lot. It's cool. I don't have anywhere to put it. I've got 3 games out on loan to friends right now. My location's already at max capacity, and I have 6 games in the living room of my house right now, and I really only have room for like 4. And I really don't want to get rid of the ones I have in here, so I need to move some other stuff. Yeah, so part of what is become Stargazer was I bought a really rough big game that had no boards, no displays, no transformer, and a pretty bad playfield, a couple $100 2 years ago or so. Anyway, that's what my drop target mechs came from, and my trough mechs and stuff like that for Stargazer. That back glass though was actually kind of nice. And I sold that, and not knowing I was going to get one again in the future. On the good news, BG Resto has already done back glasses for that. Yeah, I was gonna say, I've got a BG Resto back glass in my Dragon Fist, and I had one in my Frontier. Then I got lucky and found one, as I talked about in the last episode of the podcast. Oh, right down the middle. Yeah, man, just shoot me a message on Facebook so I remember, and I'll go out and take some pictures for you. It's like I'm having fun playing it with having a game in the garage, because I've never had one out there that worked. And I wouldn't mind putting it on location, since I already know it's survived a few months on location, because my buddy got it ready. It does have a new board in it, too, for the MPU. But we'll get it figured out, man, with all this quarantine shit going on. Do you want to try? I know Eric Wartenberger is a big fan of big game. He's got some new code on his. I have wanted to try that, but I have not done so yet. There we go. It is really crazy to play these older solid state games when they've been completely gone through and have essentially knew everything. They just play so much faster. You know it has to be what it was like in the arcades back then. I can see how they ate up so many kids' quarters, man. Alright, let's get that bonus multiplier up. Oh, but we drained. Cool, man. I'll get back to you when I'm done streaming. I'll go take some pics. Either tonight or tomorrow. I gotta go work tonight, like I said, but tomorrow I'm planning to be in the garage cutting some wood and whatnot, so it'll be easy to snap on. It's been nice having a game out there just so when my girlfriend's had like tele meetings for work and stuff, I can still go out there and play pinball without disturbing her. Since, you know, the games in the living room thing kind of makes it inconvenient when our computers in either the kitchen or if you the personal one go to the bedroom, the house isn't that big, you can still hear stuff. Oh, did it hit anything? Like actually hit the property, like the home, or just on the land? Not that either is good, but one's a lot worse, at least in my mind. Oh yeah, we don't want to clear skate again. We've already got that value up. So here we'll time. We'll wait for that yellow to move over to the last drop target. Take it out. There we go. Hey man, just look at it as you got a nice supply of firewood now. Hopefully you got a fire pit, so you have somewhere to use it. We have a little fire pit in our backyard. We don't use it often, but I literally cut down a tree that was in my front yard 8 years ago, and I'm just now like almost done burning the wood from it. That's not including like the trunk part we cut into like tree stump stools, sit around the fire pit. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Sucks, but that will happen. Alright, so we collected our saucer when it was ready. We'd spelled out skateball, which would give us technically an extra ball usually, but they're off. I think it might give us like 25 or 50,000 points in these settings. So that worked out well. We got 2 of them. One more drop target will get us to our next bonus collect. There we go. And then it's just a matter of getting it down to the flipper. There it is. Oof. Yeah, it's gonna be a project, man. Alright, let's clear this last one. No, missed it. Ooh, that's not good. Oof. I do love saving the ball on that left side when it works. Watching some of the Alien Star stuff you guys have been doing. I know there's 2 machines there. Is one of those for you? nice. I watched him use that clear coat the other day. It really intrigued me because I've been using Spray Max 2K in the aerosol cans, which I've had really good results with. Really like it, but it's super toxic. So if I can try and get some of that stuff that he had, I might try and use that on a future cabinet. It looks a little easier to do than the spray aspect that I've been using because I'm so dependent on the weather conditions. I'm definitely all about ease of use. Typically, I'm not going to be clear coating a playfield just because my artistic skills suck. But I clear coated my Frontier cabinet last fall when I restored that, and I've been clear coating the Stargazer cabinet. So as I've been going, I'm looking forward to getting that thing knocked out because I really just want to play Stargazer. Oof. That was a rough one. Yeah, I picked up that big game, and I got a Stern Ali as well in trade, along with cash for my Stern Stranger Things. I just did not care for that game very much. Ali's one I really want to keep because I love Muhammad Ali. Oh, nice. Yeah, I remember seeing somebody post that product in a thread before. And I can't remember who it was or what they used it on. It might have been in the Spray Max 2K thread. I saw he sanded through some of his touch-ups, which sucks. That's a part that I'm scared of as well. Just the whole sanding process in general. I don't have a ton of sanding experience, and not that it's super difficult, but I think it is actually pretty hard to do really well, at least in my experience. I tend to screw it up here and there. Ooh, yeah, I'm getting tired. Stay alive. There it is. Yeah, I watched what he was doing when he was initially painting those ships. It's a impressive skill set for sure. I've tried touch up twice. Well, no, let's say 3 times. And I had one really successful touch up on my Harlem Globetrotters. It was a new old stock playfield. Anybody can tell me what that sound that just took place was on Skateball? I would love to know. It's like the second or third time I've heard it. I still don't know what it is. But the other ones, I tried touching up a, was it 1978 or 76 World Cup, the Williams one, and that old beat up big game playfield I bought. Just since I didn't even have a game for it. I did offer it to some people who did have games first, and they thought it was too rough for them. Wouldn't be worth restoring, so I figured I'd try it myself. And it's, I struggle to have the patience to do it. I really do. This patience with the skill. Because I am really patient with it, and then it doesn't look as good as I want it to. I became frustrated, and just is what it is. One more flashing arrow there to get our collect lit. This is what we're going for. There it is. So what are we at? We're at the 70,000 times 5, so 350,000 plus 100,000 plus with the extra ball value. So we should get, what are we looking at? 450 to 500 here for this shot. If I don't break it. There it is. It's going to put us real close to 2 million. Yeah, so I think that was just over 500,000. But having done it that way, our ball value resets. Basically, we're left to going back to spinners or working those upper drops to relight bonus collect. Just a little too early on my timing there, so we didn't get. Stay alive. There we go. So that's a really solid ball one. .4 ball one? Yeah. Oh, not so good on ball two. bit much. There it is. Stay in, ball. Beautiful tap. Just missing the shot. There we go. We are roughly two more bonus collects and a drain away from getting a new high score. So we're gonna go for it. Oh, it's lit. There it is. It's collected. So this is where I lose a little interest in this game. It feels really good. It's cool to do that. But I mean, the scoring is just so astronomical. It becomes very one-dimensional. Like, I'm literally just going for those drop targets and then the saucer now. Yes, you have to be able to do it, which I get, but... If we would have tilted that, we would have missed the high score. Ah, man. I think we're going to be just under 5 million, though. I haven't broken 5 yet. Oh. 4992. Damn. Thank you. Got some mail. Or the girlfriend. Dang it. It's so close. Alright, I'm going to call that a game. And go chill for a few minutes before I got to shower and go to work. But thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you got to see some skateball that you don't see all the time. I like to stream stuff like that. And yeah, no problem, man. Like I said, I'll go check out that message and get back with you on the big game. Later, guys. Thanks for tuning in. See you, everyone.